would your guys' budget be realistically for a 5-video deal?
Give me a couple different packages. Let's say we could go up to 50K in spend.
That was a potential client offering me $50,000. That wasn't even my pitch. He liked what I had to offer so much that he wanted to work on a long-term basis and offered me quadruple what I was pitching him. That is the power of this one thing in this video that I'm going to talk about. And by the way, the audio is cooked. It wasn't transmitting through the mic. It was transmitting through the camera. My bad. Content is super good, so please pay attention. This is going to help you out a lot. Enjoy.
The number one thing above anything else in sales as to how people trust you and you understanding that person so you can better sell that person is simply listening. And I know it sounds fucking too simple to be true, but I swear to God, listening is the number one thing that's gonna get somebody to buy versus not buy. On my sales calls, I talk maybe 10% of the time. Then I listen to the prospect the other 90% of the time. When I'm talking, I'm usually asking questions too so they can talk some more. Everything you need to sell that person is within the questions you ask and their response. You're never gonna sell anybody if you're just fucking talking. You can't sell anyone. You don't know their pain points. You don't understand exactly what they want. The point of a sale is to understand their pain points and relieve them of that pain as far as, okay, I'm going to give you something that's going to absolve this pain. And you can never understand what somebody's main pain point is if you keep fucking talking. You keep telling people how good your product is. You keep saying, oh yeah, we've helped this person, we've helped that person. It doesn't matter. People are super selfish when it comes to understanding what you can do to help them. They don't care about your product. They don't care about other people that you've helped in the moment. They just want to tell you their specific circumstance, and you have to tell them, I can help you specifically. Everybody's different. Everybody wants to be treated different. Yeah, people like testimonies, but not on a call. On a call is more intimate. It's to understand the prospect in and out. And if you're fucking blabbering 98% of the time, you will not close. I swear to God, this is me on calls. Oh, damn. Okay. I see. Ah, that makes sense. Huh. I didn't know that. Interesting. That is me for like 40 minutes straight. And then at the end, I present the price and I present what we can do for them. But understanding prospects' main pain point takes a super duper amount of listening. And I don't just mean listening to just be like, yeah, I mean actually listen. Understand what that person's saying. Don't be on your phone. Don't be looking at notifications. Listen to the person. Listen to them. I know people who are literally on call with somebody to make money and they're on their phone checking their WhatsApp on the side. They're on Facebook and another tab on their computer. They're doing this or they're doing that and they're like half listening. They're like, oh yeah, wow. And they're on Facebook looking at another client. Like, oh, I'm going to book this guy in to close this guy as well. That's fucked. You're not going to close at a high rate if you keep doing that. You have to listen, and you have to listen with intent. So when they say something and it's very specific, it doesn't go over your head, and then you can bring that thing back up and they know, yo, this guy's actually listening. This guy brought up a very specific point that I said maybe 5-10 minutes ago. He's bringing it up right now. This guy listens. People don't buy the best product. They buy from the people that they like. They buy from the best marketers. If you're somebody that they get on the phone with because you did well marketing, and you have a subpar product, it doesn't fucking matter. As long as they like you and they understand you listen to them and you can absolve them of their pain, they will pay you maybe double or triple the amount they could pay somebody else with a better product. It doesn't matter. They're not gonna go shop around. They're not gonna be like, oh, let me go look here, let me go look there. If someone is sold, they will buy right then and there. Everybody buys on impulse, and if you make people feel like they're special, you listen to them, you understand their main pain point, you can absolve them of that pain point, they will buy on impulse. They don't want to look anywhere else because half of buying something is for the convenience. They don't want to keep looking. They want to be like, I have my guy. This is the motherfucker that's going to make this work. This is the guy that listens. This is the guy that understands me inside and out, and I know that because he keeps asking questions about everything I've talked about in the past. Listen. Learn how to listen. The greatest seducer of all time, his name was Casanova, and his main method of seduction was listening. He made people feel ultra special when they went on a date with him. And I think that was like a quote somewhere. It was like, yeah, Casanova made me feel like the most important person in the world because he listened, he asked questions, and he delved into my life like nobody else did on these dates. Every other man talked about him, and tried to prove to that woman that he was the shit. Casanova listened and made them feel like the center of the world. And women fell in love with him in droves. And not just random women, beautiful women. Like straight up princesses were falling for this guy because he knew how to fucking listen. And dating is no different than sales. It's selling yourself to a woman, you're selling yourself to a brand. It's the same shit, it's the same psychology. You need to learn how to listen, and I swear to God, your close rate will go up infinitely. There's a book, it's called The One Thing, and it's basically a book based around doing one thing that absolves everything else that you have to do, right? There's a lot of people that say they have 15 different tasks a day. And this book says, yo, condense it down and do that one thing that makes all the other tasks irrelevant. In this case, listening makes all other tasks irrelevant in sales. There's a lot of people that are gonna say, yo, hacks, this, that, courses, blah, blah, blah. But I'm telling you, there's just one thing you could do, today that's gonna make you insanely better at sales is listening. And everything else is rendered obsolete. I am telling you guys, I've been on so many fucking calls and it's just a pattern. You have to make the person feel heard. You have to understand the person and you have to listen with intent. Practice it. When you talk to friends, listen, ask questions. Make sure you ask questions with intent. I've noticed now, more than ever in 2025, when you try to tell somebody a story, they can't even muster the endurance to listen, so they just get on their phone and they nod like, yeah, cool story, bro. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. Start practicing. When you talk to your family, your friends, anybody, your girlfriend, listen. Get the fuck away from devices and listen intently and ask good probing questions that lead to other questions that lead to different responses. Instead of the same old shit, just say, yeah. Practice today and you will become such a better salesperson. Learn how to listen. Seduce like Casanova. You will get paid up the fucking ass if you learn how to listen.